Aries, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate you sharing your energy with me. Be sure and follow and like on TikTok and YouTube for me so that I can grow my collectives. Huge goal for me this year and next year is just to build a spiritual community. So I would appreciate your help with that. And go check out my website. If you guys want to be entered into the drawing for the free tarot reading, you can go to the homepage and scroll all the way to the bottom and sign up for my newsletter. That will send me your email, and then I can put your email into the drawing, and I will notify you through that email as well. So make sure you use one that you kind of check regularly so that you get that notification. So, and check out my website while you're there. There's lots of digital products, and then I am open for tarot readings and coaching again. So we're going to pull a Celtic cross spread today. Whatever message comes out is what you need to hear. And then I did bring out my Yule Oracle as well. So we have the 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 9 of Swords, the Emperor, the Devil. We have the 5 of Swords, Temperance, 4 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords. And then on the bottom, we have Judgment. Okay, so I always pull that bottom card because it's kind of like the underlying energy of everything. And then we got the Judgment card, which is about, so this could be about like a legal situation, or this could be a lawyer in your life, but it's also about karma and, you know, what's fair is fair, things coming full circle here, like you getting your karma, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on, you know, the type of person that you've been. So this situation here is the 10 of Wands. So I feel like we're carrying some heavy burdens, and but you're coming to the end of that. So the 10 of Wands is the end of carrying those burdens, but I definitely feel like you've been carrying a lot of burdens in a situation, and that could be in regards to this legal situation, or again, it could just be it could be a love situation, could be in your work. Again, it's a general reading, so take it how it resonates for you. So the blockage here is the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is about standing up for what you believe in. It's about perseverance and pushing through obstacles. So you've obviously had some obstacles here, but maybe you're not speaking your truth or standing up for what you believe in for whatever reason that is. You know, maybe you're afraid of retaliation, or you know, a lot of times we just don't speak up because we don't feel like it's going to make a difference. So, but I definitely feel like this is you needing to kind of stand your ground here and stand up for what you believe in. So at the root of this is the 3 of Cups. So this can be, this is about like joy and celebration. And I feel like this is about you needing to incorporate more joy into your life. This can also be like a third party situation. So this very well could be, and it doesn't have to be another person. It could just be work, or, you know, some other situation outside of yourself. But I definitely feel like there is, there definitely needs to be more joy, because we have the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords here. But this could be like a third party situation where, you know, where somebody was in a marriage and there's another person involved, or this could be about work and there's some type of third party involved here. Again, general reading, so take it how it resonates for you. But then in the recent past, we have this 9 of Swords. So this has caused a lot of grief and anxiety, sleepless nights. This is causing a lot of worry on your part, whatever the situation is. So I feel like you've definitely been burdened with this, and it's keeping you up at night, whatever the situation could be. But then, you know, we have this karma coming in. So, and the Judgment also has like, it looks like a lawyer sitting in a chair, and he has, so it's a Libra card. So you could be dealing with a Libra as well, but he does have the scales in his hand. So it is also about things balancing out. So I feel like, you know, you're coming to the end of this 10 of Wands, and things will balance out. So your higher self or your subconscious, we have the Emperor, and this is about you taking control of the situation, taking leadership over the situation, and kind of stepping into a leadership role over whatever this burden may be. And again, with the 7 of Wands, kind of standing up for yourself, speaking your truth, whatever that may be. You know, if this is a legal situation, maybe you need to speak up about something that happened. You know, maybe you're going through a divorce and you're afraid to speak up because you're afraid of retaliation with the lawyers. You know, whatever it might be for you. I feel like you're just kind of, you're trying to keep the peace here, and you're just trying to, and not rock the boat, I think, but I don't think this is a time to do that. And, you know, you want to do it strategically. You want to do it the right way. But in the near future, we do have the devil. So the devil is like a negative, toxic behavior. So you could be going to court with someone, and it could be this devil. It's Capricorn energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But this is also like a toxic cycle coming up. And this cycle for you could be this not speaking your truth. That can very much be a toxic cycle. I was in that cycle for a long time where I just wanted to keep the peace and I didn't speak my truth. I didn't speak up. And that's a very toxic cycle when you're dealing with negative behaviors. So that is going to rear its ugly head in the near future. But I feel like you're going to be able to deal with this. And things will balance out after you deal with it. So your advice from Spirit, we have the 5 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is about conflict. It is about, again, the arguments, and it's about winning at all costs. So I also feel like this is Spirit kind of telling you to pick your battles, and, you know, don't let this mentally conflict you. Don't sit in this like 9 of Swords worry energy. Deal with the conflict and worry about what you can control. You know, you have that Emperor there. Focus on what you can control in the situation and let the rest of it go. Because if you try to control everything, it can get very overwhelming, and it can stress you out a lot. It'll keep you in that 9 of Swords energy. So your environment or the influence here is Temperance. And this is a Sagittarius card. But it's also about like balance and alchemy and just kind of working with the energies. Temperance is like a calm, patience type of energy. So I feel like this is just, you know, you need to remain calm and kind of just focus on, again, what you can control, and just kind of, you know, alchemize this energy, work with this energy, and integrate it in however you can. So your hopes and fears, we have the 4 of Wands. And I feel like this is, so this could have been a union that you're fearing. So again, this could have been someone that you were married to and you're going through a divorce. But this is also about your stability in your home. So maybe you're concerned with home, like if you are going through a divorce, you're worried about your stability. You're worried about it, whether that's money or your home, whatever stability is for you. I feel like that's your concern right now. And then the overall outcome is the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords is, it can be like a very negative sneakiness and lies. So definitely be careful in this situation if you're dealing with another person. They could be lying, but it's also about like the ways we can deceive ourselves, and kind of lying to ourselves. And then it's also about being strategic and seeing things in a different way. But we're definitely going to clarify that one. Because the 7 of Swords in your overall outcome, it could just be about seeing things differently. You know, if you're concerned about a situation turning out one way, maybe you just need to see it from a different angle, see it from a different way. You know, I know a lot of times when you're going through a divorce, it's very stressful, or when you're going through some type of legal situation, it can be very stressful, and you're worried about the outcome or how it will turn out. And I feel like you just don't need to focus on that right now. You need to just focus on, again, what you can control, because you can't control the outcome. So clarify the 7 of Swords, please, Spirit. Wow. Okay. So, and we had 3 different, that's craziness. Okay. So we have the King of Wands, which is about, again, seeing things from a bigger picture. So I feel like these are energies and like the overall outcome. So yeah, again, with this 7 of Swords, seeing things in a different way, being strategic about things. We have the King of Wands. So he's a very like go-getter type of personality, but he's also about seeing things from the bigger picture. So things may not turn out the way you want them to, but see them from the bigger picture here, because it's, you know, Spirit is going to have things turn out the way that they're supposed to for a reason. And then we have the King of Pentacles, and he is earth energy. So it's a very grounded and stable energy. I feel like this is Spirit telling you to stay grounded and maybe meditate and just kind of try to stay grounded here. You had that Temperance card, which is about like patience and calm. And then we have the Queen of Swords, and she is speaks her truth. She knows what she wants. She's very clear, but she also has very good boundaries. So I feel like Spirit's just telling you to kind of, and you've got 2 kings and a queen here to clarify this one card. So I feel like that's Spirit telling you to, you know, stand in your power here, stand up for yourself and have those boundaries, but remain grounded and calm at the same time. So, you know, I think meditation would really help you out here. What do they not see coming, Spirit? What does Aries not see coming? Awesome. Yeah. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new stable beginning, which could be about money, but I feel like it's just more, you know, if you're dealing with a toxic person here, this is just going to be a new stable beginning that's handed for you, to you. And then we have the Three of Swords, which is again about like heartbreak. But I also feel like this is you healing, stepping into a new stable beginning, healing your heart. And then we have the Fool. So a whole new beginning, taking a leap of faith. So you've definitely got a new beginning coming in here, and it's going to be very healing and very stable. So I realize you're going through something right now, but that's going to come to an end soon, and you're going to step into more of a stable and healing energy here. So what do they need to focus on, Spirit? What does Aries need to focus on? Queen of Pentacles. Again, grounded energy. Nine of Cups. Your joy, your wish fulfillment. What makes you happy? And then 10 of Cups. Wow, I love that. Awesome. Okay, so you have the Queen of Pentacles. She is very grounded. She is, again, earth energy. So focus on yourself, your self-worth, what it is that you want. And then you have the 9 and 10 of Cups. So focus on your wish fulfillment, what it is that you want for yourself. And the 10 of Cups, what it is you want for your future, your home, your job. This, you know, 10 of Cups is ultimate happiness, home, money, things like that. So I feel like you just need to, you know, stay grounded, focus on yourself, and kind of what it is you want to bring in, because you have new beginnings here. What do you want for your new beginning? You know, do you want to do things completely different? Then step into that new energy and step into this, you know, this king and queen of energy, this king and queen energy. So you had like 3 kings and 3 queens. So definitely really good, powerful energy here. And then you had that emperor in your subconscious. So yeah, I really love this energy for you. I think it's amazing. It's just whatever, you know, you've got something in the near future, but once you deal with that, it's a whole new beginning. Okay, so we had perseverance. Yes, definitely perseverance. And offerings. So perseverance is number 26. Loneliness, determination, principles. Stay in thy power, dear child, for thy lonely is never alone. When the world is dreadful upon thee, turn to the spirits within thee. I love that. Yeah, especially if you're going through like a really hard cycle right now. Just stand in your power. Perhaps the most ominous card of the deck, perseverance, often comes along due to struggles, betrayals, loss, or overwhelming obstacles ahead. You may be facing some setbacks or feel as though you do not have the strength to go on with your current path. The struggles you're facing now are meant to make you stronger and wiser and to bring more clarity as you move forward. Consider this. If you cannot handle obstacles where you are, how will you address more significant challenges as you expand? You're being tested to see how well you manage adversity. How you face challenges can make or break your path to success. Remember that strength is not limited, and you have the power to overcome your situation. When the dust settles, you will be wiser and ready to rise to a new level of success. I love that. And you had that new beginning and the Ace of Pentacles. So you will definitely rise to success once you have gotten this lesson out of the way. Let's see. And then we had offerings, number 24. Keywords: devotion, exchange, balance. Yeah, again with the balance. I give you my heart's intent, wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness. Devotion in exchange for your presence. Here I am, gifting my essence. Do you finish what you start? Do you show your commitment through devotion to your craft and self-mastery? Offerings are an essential part of magic. They show your willingness to commit to your art through sacrificing something such as your time, money, or an idea you've held on to. All worthwhile things will require an offering of you. Perhaps to change careers, you need to take classes to receive a certification. This is an offering of time and money and may mean sacrificing your social life or time at home. To move to an exotic place will mean saying goodbye to your loved ones in favor of new experiences and adventures. Whatever you give up will be replaced by something bigger and more aligned with your soul. Offerings reminds you that you cannot take shortcuts on a journey to your desires. You must be willing to put in the work and do what is required of you to manifest your dreams. Remember that a novice never becomes a master overnight. Stay the course and learn your craft. Stay the course of your craft, and this message is amplified for you if Forest has also appeared in your spread. So, awesome. I really love that. So, just persevere, focus, and you will get through this, and you've got great things coming in after you deal with this. So good luck, Aries. I hope that this helped, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.